Welcome to Soul SiStories, where we find hope through
lived stories. Hi, I'm Donna Rice, and I am a intuitive, medium, and author, as well as a theater teacher, drama teacher. And all of these experiences, and most profoundly the loss of my eldest son, Kenny, have brought me to this place, this journey that I've been on, to bring forward my story, my vision of hope, and to pull out and pull forward those stories from others as well.
I'm Diana Herwick. I am a licensed marriage and family therapist and licensed professional counselor. I am a professor in counseling and psychology programs at the graduate level. And following my own profound losses several years ago, I was thrown onto a new journey of really creating hope and finding hope and sharing hope with others who had been through similar experiences. My goal through this medium is to share new ideas about hope and encourage others to create hope in their own lives.
So we've come together in Soul SiStories in order to share our passion for hope. And hope has carried us through our own journeys, our own lived stories. And so we knew through all of this experience, there's something more. There's something more that we've got and something more that others have that needs to get out there. And we want to be a part of that.
Here's a small sampling of our upcoming premiere episode with the LA-based performer, creative producer, and social media specialist, Brianna McDonald.
And so, of course, being your, older aunts, not too old, but your older aunts, of course, we are totally inspired by you, from just like early days. You've just been an inspiration, and I know you're modeling poses, and not just for us, but we get to share the joy that we have, for you and your growth in your journey with all the people that we know and love also, right? So I think you do, your blog started with this one audience in mind, but it certainly has grown from there. Your film doesn't stick with one community. It crosses kind of community lines, right? And I think that's one of the things about you that I know is just that you kind of break down barriers. Like you are a kick-ass girl, like nothing's going to stop you, which for me to see that in somebody I love, a young woman who's growing up kind of behind me, that's just really, really exciting to see, which is one of the reasons why Donna and I really wanted to have you kind of be the
inaugural guest.
Yeah, because you're just so important in our life and have so much value in this world that we've got to get it out even more, right? So, yeah.
Truth. So, a big part of what brought Diana and me together in the Soul SiStories journey is this idea of hope. That we've been on some pretty dramatic, wild, powerful, beautiful, deep, heartbreaking, glorious, all the things journeys for the past many years, that is just human existence also. But we have been very intentional about hope through this journey and holding that space and like I said, being intentional about that. So we've got a tagline for this podcast. We are Soul SiStories, hope through ... And so our idea is that each of our guests, sort of has that hope through experience. And we talked with you a little bit about that. And what is your hope through word and that you gave to us? And we would very much like for you to speak on it if you could. This is hope through creativity.
Yes, hope through creativity. I through my own soul searching and growth, and I feel like I have to acknowledge that I am nothing without the legacy of women before me. Also, we can't do this podcast because whenever we're together, we always just cry.
I'm stunned that these are the first moments of tears, honestly, among us. So holler.
I was holding it really together, but no, yeah, I am nothing without the legacy of women before me. And that's so pivotal to just who I am as a person, but also so pivotal to the work that I do. I talk a lot about like, I learned so much about the world through like the lens of the women, like of my aunts, my mom, my grandmother, like, and growing up sort of around a kitchen table, and like just so many stories of womanhood that are so like just who I am because of you guys. So happy to be here. And hope through creativity is really yeah, it's a tenet of my being. It is an absolute, I live and die by hope and by creativity. Through my own soul searching, and really getting alignment of like what are my values, and 10 years of doing this online blog turned production company, creating my art, and really questioning like, does this still matter to me? Does this still matter to anyone? Do I still want to do this 10 years in? Do I still care? Do I not care? And so really searching all parts of myself, I really found that without hope, I am nothing. Like if I do not have hope for a better tomorrow or a better future or a hope for the world or for like global community or for my neighbor or for my best friend, like, or for myself, like if I don't have hope, then Brianna, as an entity, as a soul, it's done. So hope means so much to me, and I'm so aligned with you both that is the theme of this project.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us today on Soul SiStories.
And thanks for sharing stories with us. We'd love to hear your stories as well and keep the conversation going, absolutely keeping the hope going. So we're really hopeful that you'll connect with our guests as well who have great stories to share. Go ahead and follow them in various social media platforms or live venues, wherever it is that they're performing and sharing what they do.
We would love to have you follow us on all of our social media platforms, subscribe and rate, as that will help us get our message of hope out to others.
Thanks for listening to Soul SiStories.